Right, let's see if anyone's around yet. Let's see where we are. Hi, Gavin. Jonathan. Yay, we've got bodies. Ah, dear. Hi, Alex. Jim. Nice of you to make it. Peter's with us. I'll let a few more join before I start waffling. Hi, Richard. Hope you're taking notes. Gonna need a big pad on this one. Don't worry, I've not got COVID before anybody asks, because I know it's coming. Right. Right, shall we kick off then? So, where are we at now? Okay, so COVID, obviously, globally, that's causing issues for just about everybody. Yes, it's caused supply chain issues with certain aspects of the production and the assembly of the GT3. There's also reduced capacity with regards to the container traffic that's moving around the globe currently. So we're still working with the shipping companies with regards to actually getting the GT3 into the UK. That being said, we are actually, as I say, still moving forward. As you saw from the last newsletter, nearly all the parts are now complete and ready. We are on the cusp of assembly. So there's no reason why, hopefully, wind in the right direction and subject to change, we don't actually, we actually get the model to you before Christmas, which, if you actually look at the timeline from when we announced the GT3 to when we actually are going to deliver it, is still under 2 years. Because we only announced it at Wally in 2018, and we were only in a position to be able to proceed with it in March. So even if we get it to you guys before March, we're still within 2 years. So considering this is our first model, I don't think we're doing too bad, to be honest. So yeah, now the order book obviously is closed for the first run of the GT3. We have an expression of interest still open for the second run. We've got some very positive numbers on that so far, so it looks like we will probably be proceeding with a second run. We don't have any dates yet as to when that may or may not happen. It probably will, we just don't know when. Obviously those who have signed up will get an email in due course as to when we're going to be moving forward with that. So if you have registered for a second run, keep your eyes peeled for your email. For some reason, our emails seem to end up in people's spam boxes. So if you're not getting the latest newsletter, which I think we sent one out last week, have a look in your spam folder just to see if it's there. And obviously, will keep you more up to date with that. Any questions on the FEL? Sorry, on the GT3 before I move on to the FEL? Should I take that as a no? Or are people still typing? Yes, Lee, it has been a bit of an uphill struggle, but more of a sharp learning curve than anything else. But, you know, as I say, you know, it's we will be delivering a quality product that, you know, you guys will be proud of. As I say, I mean, if you want to look at the testing video that we produced, we were pulling 11 coaches with it, so there's good traction, there's a good strong motor in there, the gearing's good, so yeah, everything's good on that score. So yes, Jonathan, we'll get on to the fell. So the fell, there she is, in all her glory. We're doing track testing currently. That's the first sample. We've got a few problems to iron out, but nothing too catastrophic. It's just a few little errors, few little issues that we can deal with. But on the whole, very pleased with how it's you know, come out. As I say, we you know, that's why we produce the samples, to basically iron out any issues that are there. And you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's there for. So it will come with head codes. So you know, basically, you know, the project's moving forward on that. It's a very nice weighty model. I know there's been some confusion with you know, the difference in the sides, because it's not symmetrical. I have to stress that there is doors on one side and half the grills, and then on the other side it's full grills. So no, it's not the most symmetrical of locos, which has been a bit of a design challenge, to say the least. Jake, no, you didn't miss anything. It's still ongoing. Don't worry, son. You'll get yours eventually. I know you're not going to be around for it when it does turn up, but you'll have something good to come home to. So yeah, the fell is going good. We're proceeding with that as you know, on schedule so far. So we hope to get a painted sample probably within a few months, probably after Christmas by now, I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Thomas. The order book is closing for the fell at the end of this year, December, mostly for the installment plan. We might have a pay in full option, but we haven't kind of figured that out yet. We have to see how the timeline is going for you know, the latest incarnation of you know, the latest fixes. So yeah, David, where the hell have you been? You finished EastEnders off or something? So yeah, as I say, the fells, it's going good. It's going to have cab lights and directional lighting, and the sound files are nearly done. So yeah, I mean, it's a great little project that's moving on. It's still one ugly looking thing, but no accounting for taste. There you go. Now the Clayton DHP1, the expression of interest is still open for that. The numbers are solid on that, not quite where we are to actually be able to proceed any further with it right now. So if you're sat on the fence but you still want something on your layout that basically hasn't been seen before, which is apparently the market we seem to be in right now, then by all means sign up. If you know, that yet again is going to be a good solid you know, industrial loco for yourselves. You know, at the end of the day, if you've got a 17 and a 15 and you like the Claytons, then this one's definitely for you. It's definitely going to be a one-hit wonder. So if you don't order it now, you're going to miss out. But as I say, we've got some strong numbers. We just need a few more to be able to complete the project. All the CAD work's done. We're literally just waiting to open the order book and head into tooling. That shouldn't be too big of an issue. So I suppose we better make an announcement of something that we've been working on in the background because of COVID, obviously, and and everything else. I suppose we better see what we've been going on. So we are looking at doing the Concert ore wagon. It is a heavy-duty ore wagon for moving iron ore down into the Concert steel refinery. Steel works there. It's a good solid wagon that fortunately only ever ran as a Raker 9. It ran with a 9F, which most people have, and it also ran with the Class 24. The beauty with this that we're doing as well is we're going to be selling it as a 3-pack, and we're going to be selling it as a full consist pack. So you can have it as a 9 rake, which is the full rake that you would prototypically have, and you'll also have it as a 3-pack if you've got a small layout. Most people have got 9Fs or they've got Class 24s, which was the other loco that ran with it. But where's my cursor gone? I've lost my cursor. Hang on a second. Yeah, technology, don't you just love it? Where are we now? Something's gone wrong. Why have we gone wrong? Technology, you just love it. Oh, there we go. So the CAD work is complete for the Concert ore wagon. There will be an expression of interest open at the end of this broadcast. So the price points, we're looking at about £66–67 for the 3-pack, and if you buy the 9 rake, it's under 200. It'll be £199 for 9 wagons. So, which we think is a good price point for the for 9 wagons. We're that far on with the project. Basically, we should have a sample of the Concert by the end of this month, or at latest kind of first week in November. Obviously we'll have full reviews and pictures and everything for that, for the Concert. So that's another little one you can have for your arsenal. So it's we think that's going to be a big seller. We've had a huge amount of interest when we did the poll a couple of months ago on Facebook. We got some great feedback on that. So yeah, on the whole, I think that's going to sell like hotcakes. But we'll see. Let me just scroll through some of the messages. There was something that caught my eye, but I missed it. Where's it gone? Yes, Jonathan, get your credit card out. I'm relying on you, son. Oh yeah, that was it. Right, the leader. So yes, the numbers are in on the leader. We're proceeding with the drawings for that right now. We should have the CAD work complete on that hopefully before Christmas, but we definitely want to make sure that is fully, the CAD work's complete before we kind of release any images on that right now. But yeah, yeah, the leaders are a definite go. The order book for that, as I say, will open soon. But yet again, we'll do it in the usual fashion of expression of interest, just to make sure, that we've got everybody on board. All the people who have registered so far, they'll get an email saying, right, the order book's now open, so we'll be good to go. We haven't got a delivery schedule on that yet because, as I say, once we get the CAD work underway, then we'll have a time frame. So, everything's going according to plan. We've got a whole bunch of projects that we're in various stages of. So, this lockdown for COVID's kind of done us some good because, we've put the thinking caps on and everything's going well. So, any other questions? Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Yeah, we've got another wagon that's in development. We're kind of on the fence with that right now, but the concept, the expression of interest on that, by the way, will be in O and in N, just to see if we can price some cash out of the N scalers, because we all know they've got short arms and deep pockets. So we'll see if that tickles their fancy. But yeah, we've got locos and wagons planned that we are fetching around with ideas. We might even tentatively look at a DMU. We've had a few ideas through for that yet. We know there's been big interest on DMUs, but there's so many variants for that. It's picking the right one, to be honest. Sam, the fictitious BR Blue, there really isn't enough interest, we think, for a BR Blue version because it was fictitious. It's only available on the train simulator game. It's just one of those things. Ian, the modern industrial shunter is still currently in operation. That's to go with the wagon that we're kind of playing around with right now. That will be a DCC operated wagon to give a bit of extra realism for its operation. So if you have a small end-to-end industrial layout, then this will definitely be the one for you. We've got lots of plans, lots of ideas floating around. This format right now, because obviously there's no exhibitions going on, is that and the newsletters and Facebook is probably the only way you're actually going to find out off of us exactly what we're up to these days. As I say, we're very excited about the GT3, reaching its conclusion, and obviously the added interest that we've got for a second run. So, we're looking forward to a bright future right now, and everything's looking good. I think we've proved ourselves so far in our openness with how much interest and how much detail we're actually giving people. We seem to have brushed off a lot of the stigma that kind of attached us when we first came out into the marketplace from certain individuals in certain quarters of the hobby. But what can I say? It's just people's opinions, and we've ridden over that. We're here for the long haul. There isn't anything in the background that is going to cause us issues. So you know, I'm looking for a good future ahead, to be honest. Tristan, I can't announce that yet, mate. It's going to be a full-on project. We're probably looking middle of next year, possibly for that. I know we had a question before on email about the Shay. The Shay's still going ahead. Because of COVID, we had to kind of put a pause on some of the design changes on the CAD work. We're trying to get to there's a museum over here that's got 3 on display, and we were trying to get to that, and obviously because of COVID, everything's on shutdown. So yeah, that's the only downside to COVID, is you can't get anywhere. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we're hoping to announce the Shays, you know, finishing as well. What else? We've even got an RTC coach planned. Not giving any further details out other than that, because we haven't finished the research on that yet. So yeah, I mean, as I say, there's lots of things that we can, you know, do in our time while waiting for things like tooling and assembling and production and design work on various projects. So we're at various stages with various things, and I think we've got about between 5 to 8 years worth of projects, even if we only do 2 a year. But as I say, we've worked hard on the concept. That's going to be a sweet little project when it turns up. As I say, we're halfway through the tooling on that already. Like I say, we should have the sample of that by, you know, early part of next month. But the expression of interest will open on that after this broadcast. My humble assistant, who is not so well today, poor Michael. I keep telling him he's got COVID, but he won't have it. Yeah, so yeah, everything's good. So the Engage stuff that we've got the expression of interests on, we have got some strong figures for the Sharks. Not quite enough yet to release it. I'd like to say it's a disappointing outcome. I was hoping that you know, that was going to take shape, but I understand why, because of its history, shall we say, without going into too much detail. So yeah, it's, what can I say? I mean, if we go ahead with it, it will be a guarantee that once we go ahead with it, we will be going ahead with it. It's as simple as that. We're not about to produce something that we're not going to sell or take money for and not deliver. It's not what we do, because we want to be here for the long run. So obviously, you know, customer support is tantamount to our success. So Lewis, we haven't got a definite delivery time yet for the GT3, but we're looking for, you know, as I say, get it to you before Christmas, definitely before Christmas. But as I say, that's still subject to change because COVID right now is a very fluid situation. Things are changing all the time. It's nothing we have any control over. It literally isn't. We've done our best to get where we are now. So right now, yeah, I mean, either way, it'll still hit people's layouts before 2 year window. So you know, it's been a difficult project, but you know, we've overcome a lot of the challenges with it. You know, the samples that we've had have been a good indicator of the quality of product that we're going to produce. Yeah, if no one's got any more questions, we'll sign off, and we'll post this up on Facebook as soon as we can, which hopefully should be within the next kind of half an hour or so. So all those who missed the start, Dave Jones, you being one of them, you can refresh your computer, and we'll see you again soon. Do you guys actually want to do this a little more regular? Because I think the last one was back in June. I'm not sure yet. I mean, we can try and do it, I don't know, every other month, every month, whatever you guys want. Does this time work for everybody? Leave those comments in the comment section. I know the guys who are in Australia, I know they're struggling with the time thing, but not a whole lot I can do about that. Yeah, the different time frames doesn't work for everybody, but maybe we'll try a weekend if that works for people better. I don't know. Suggestions, people? You're the ones that's watching it. Tristan, oh good, you got out of bed then. 5 a.m. here. Why, where are you? Tristan, where are you? Okay, every month. All right. Every 2 months? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't want to keep regurgitating the same news. And if we've got nothing to report, then realistically, what am I going to say? And let's face it, I'm not exactly. Oh, you're in Melbourne. Oh, there you go. Who was it that emailed me? Said it's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning here or something. Oh well. Don't worry, Matthew. The video will be up on Facebook as soon as we've ended this broadcast, pretty much. But many thanks for turning up, guys. Well appreciated. Love the feedback. Love the comments. And we'll touch base soon. Look out for the newsletters and the updates, and we'll keep everybody informed as we move along. And hopefully the concert hall wagon has tempted people's enthusiasm even further. So stay safe, and we'll see you soon.